Right, what's going on, boys? And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Mr. Drake Bell, you know, the guy from Drake and Josh. But yeah, he's been accused of being a pedo. In fact, not accused, he's been arrested for it. But before we get into today's video, be sure to leave a like, and whilst you're down there leaving a like, subscribe, because, you know, we're a bit slow in the sub department recently, but that's fine. Also, if you could, consider checking out my Patreon, where you'll get early access to videos before they go up. Live streams, you know, just to chat with you. Shout out at the end of the video. Bunch of stuff like that. Essentially going to go towards helping me get a new camera, because the webcam ain't holding up, I'm not going to lie. You might be like, oh, Drake Bell, that name rings a bell. Pun aside. But yeah, that's because he's from the popular TV show Drake and Josh. And can you guess which character he played? Yeah, wow, Drake, well done. What do you want, a fucking medal? But yeah, if you don't want your childhood to be ruined, click off this video, because I've got a secret to tell you. He's currently on trial for committing crimes against children. You know, he's been messaging a few minors. And the thing that I will not understand about this is, after he finished Drake and Josh, which aired from like 2004 to 2007, he went on to have a music career. I don't know what happened with that music career, because, to be honest, I never heard any of his fucking music. But it just begs the question, why would you throw away all of that just to message a kid? Like, message someone your own age. Is it really that difficult? So from everything I've read, you know, all the articles and stuff, because trust me, there's hundreds of them out there, because obviously it's fucking Drake Bell from Drake and Josh. It turns out he was indeed caught sending some pretty dodgy messages to kids, because as we all do, you know, it's just a normal thing that goes through everyone's heads. Now, he's pleaded not guilty. I mean, he very well could not be guilty. I would like to think he's not guilty, purely because if he is, it'd kind of ruin my childhood. You know, I love Drake and Josh. It were a pretty good show. So yeah, nothing that I read in this video is 100% confirmed. So just don't take it 100% factual. So in this article it says, Drake Bell, the former star of Nickelodeon show Drake and Josh, has been charged on 2 counts of crimes against a child in Ohio. Why does everything weird happen in Ohio? It fucking bred Jake Paul and Logan Paul, but that's besides the point. Referred to by his name Jared in the court documents, was charged with the attempted endangering of children, a 4th-degree felony, and disseminating matter harmful to juveniles, a 1st-degree misdemeanor. So this isn't a new thing. It's been going on since 2017, but it's for some reason now just surfacing. I'm presuming it's because the court dates are now actually a thing, and he's actually gone to court. But once again, keep in mind, this is still alleged. It's not factual. He hasn't been proven guilty yet. According to the court docket, the alleged offences took place on December 1st, 2017. What a lovely Christmas present for that person. I mean, I probably shouldn't make jokes about that, but oh well. On Thursday, Bell pleaded not guilty and posted his $2,500 bond on Thursday. The judge ordered Bell to have no contact with the alleged victim, and has ordered Bell to submit a DNA specimen to the sheriff, court documents show. Now, stuff like this is good, I think, because it reinstates the fact that just because they're a celebrity, they can't get away with everything. Because I feel like that could be a reason a lot of people don't want to come forward when it comes to stuff with celebrities, because they're like, oh, they're a celebrity, they're not going to believe me over them. I mean, that's even if you can consider Drake a celebrity, because... But yeah, to me, it just shows that they can't get away with anything that they want. And I feel like that's something good, you know, because then... If anything like this in the past has happened, because you know what Hollywood's like, it's a pedo ring. You didn't hear that from me though. So it could encourage more people to come forward if anything's happened to them in the past. Tyler Sinclair, a public information officer with the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office, I can't read, I don't know how to pronounce stuff, forgive me, told CBS News that the alleged female juvenile victim filed a report with a local police department in October of 2018. That's like what? Three years ago now. He claims that the alleged incident with Bell occurred at a nightclub in Cleveland, Ohio in 2017. So this is a big red flag, because she's 15, so what the fuck is she doing in a nightclub? So if it's proven that he was going purely off the fact that she was in a nightclub, yeah, maybe you could have still asked for her age, but, I mean, you have to be 18 plus to get into nightclubs. So he probably just assumed, like, you know what, she's 18, but, as I said, it's still all alleged. It could be a lie, it could be true. We don't fucking know. It's a shame that people have to start doing this, but a lot of celebrities are probably going to have to start, like, ID checking people or date of birth checking people just to avoid shit like this. I know I'd probably do that just because fuck throwing away your career for something like this. The investigation revealed that the 15-year-old victim who had established a relationship with Bell several years prior attended his concert in December 2017. Sinclair told CBS News, while there, Bell violated his duty of care and in doing so created a risk of harm to the victim. So it says that they established a relationship a few years prior, but like how many years prior? 2, 3? But either fucking way, if true, Drake's a fucking weirdo because he's in his 30s. Like he's practically an old man at that point. The Cleveland police also found that Bell had sent the man inappropriate social media messages for months leading up to the concert. Bell was 31 at the time. There we go, proving the fact he was in his 30s. Don't know, kind of weird. I've said that already, so I'm going to stop repeating myself, but just think about that real quick. That's like, I was going to say he's old enough to be a dad, but he's probably not. But he's really fucking close, like 40s maybe, then yeah, he'd be old enough. But still, that's weird. That's like a fully grown fucking adult, like way past that point. I'm going to be honest, it's not looking too great for Drake, to be honest, because if everything that's said is true, he's going to be going down in a second. Like, that shit's just not normal. Why the fuck would you talk to a literal prepubescent child at the age of 31? But yeah, I think this is personally, if true, why you shouldn't trust anyone, whether they're a celebrity or not. Like, just because they're a celebrity, don't mean they're the nicest people in the fucking world. Surprise, surprise. I know, who would have thought? But I mean, not to joke or anything, but I don't think the Drake and Josh reunion is happening anytime fucking soon. We're going to take to a Twitter to see what people's opinions on this are, because I'm genuinely interested, because I know a lot of people were big fans of him, either when they were a kid or fans of his music nowadays. So let's have a little gander of how disappointed people are. Everyone wondering why Drake Bell would do shit like that should think about long and hard about who was producing Drake and Josh. That's a semi-decent point, because if you don't know, Dan Schneider, the very lovely man, definitely not a weirdo. He produced a lot of the big hit shows on Nickelodeon, and surprise, surprise, he likes doing weird stuff with kids. Like, why do you think there was so much fucking feet in iCarly? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's no excuse to do what he's being accused of doing, but he was like 17-ish maybe when he started that show. I'm not 100% sure. And behaviour that he learns tends to be passed on. I don't know if that's a good point or not, because he was 17, and I'm 17 right now, so, you know, I think he would be old enough to know that doing that shit is pretty fucked. But without a doubt in my mind, something weird definitely happened to him whilst doing that show, because it's Dan Schneider, come on. Dan Schneider legit used his shows to get kids to do weird stuff and then portray it as comedy, because that was a very funny moment. But on Twitter, there's a lot of people instantly just jumping to conclusions and calling him a pedo. Now, I can understand why they're doing it, because so far from what we've heard, it's pretty fucking bad. I don't think anyone's actually seen the screenshots of what's been said to the minor, so I wouldn't jump to conclusions yet. I just fucking realised something. His actual name is Jared. That must be a fucking cursed name or something. Like, why is it that everyone called Jared does weird stuff with kids? Is Jared just like, the second you get called Jared, boom, instantly a pedo? Yeah, that's going to be all from me for today's video, boys. I appreciate you watching. Sorry I didn't do the best job at this. There's not really that much information out there to go off of, apart from all the articles and all the accusations, which you can't always take as 100% fact. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, boys. Like I said, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. For the people down there that made it this far to the end of the video, you know, let's comment chicken is poggers. I don't fucking know, something like that. Just to confuse the people that didn't make it this far. Subscribe to the channel, help me get to 900 subs. We're almost there. We're not, we're like fucking 60 subs away or some shit. And also, please consider supporting my Patreon so we can invest in some better equipment for the channel. Yeah, that's going to be all from me for today's video, boys. I appreciate you watching. I should hopefully see you tomorrow if I have any topics. Peace out, people. Goodbye.
I'm alone on my iPhone, I just wanna go home. I am so tired of feeling this way. Tired of visions and trying to feel sure the Hennessy can